Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today we are here at one of our three escape rooms. This is our third one. I've shown off Layton plenty of times. That's where we all started. And then Ogden I showed off, I think at least one time. But we are up here in Logan, and I can't wait to show you. We have four rooms up here. We have one that's kind of similar to one Ogden, which is called the Haunting. This is the Haunting Moonrise Manor. A little different, but kind of plays similar. So let's just start off. I've redone two of these rooms like fully. One's brand new that we just built up here a little while ago, and then just got done remodeling their jailbreak room. And then we have Ripper, which is based off Jack the Ripper. So let's go ahead and head on in there. So things might still be kind of just like in cleanup area. Some chairs might be up a little bit, but not a big deal. But here's our lobby. Check in over there, some merchandise, introduction videos, and then we go down this hallway. And this is where we start seeing our rooms. This is and then over here we have Ripper, and then over this way, Jailbreak, Dead Man's Grotto down there. That's our newest one that we went and built the whole thing. And then over around the corner, that's where Haunting is. But let's just start off with Ripper. It's a little dark in there, so I'm sorry if you can't see anything because it is spooky and dark. So here's our little facade of it. Little London street. And then we walk on into here. We see some dead bodies. Very spooky. Very scary. This is, I mean... So why is there a skeleton that has glowing red eyes? They don't usually do that, but why is there all these handcuffs in here? So before we took over the place, we bought this place from a local family, and they were just getting ready to get rid of it. So we took over it. Same thing happened to Ogden. It was the same company. So this is called Locked In up here. But when you first walked in this room, you would be blindfolded and see how there's some legs, some chains. There's enough chains for everyone to get one on their leg, and you would get blindfolded and start off in this room that you kind of got kidnapped, knocked out, and brought into Jack the Ripper's basement. So we have all these that now are all locked up, and we don't have to worry about people being chained to the wall, because that was kind of scary. It was a little spooky. So we got rid of that, but we want to put some dead bodies up there because, spooky Jack the Ripper. But over here we have Apron, which is a nickname for Jack the Ripper. I think it was the leather apron. So, of course, we gotta have a leather apron. Our little gel over here. They also had actors when they first opened up. And this is where one of them would hang out when you first started, was in this room. One of his victims that he kidnapped and would help you throughout the game. Pretty much your whole objective here is just escape, and the victim would kind of help you along the ways. But I don't know if you can see it, but there's kind of a bag right there. But some people were so good at hiding themselves, they would just be like dark in this corner with that bag over them, and people wouldn't know there's people in here. Very scary. But bloody candles, trunks. But this door right here is really cool. It has all these like knives, spooky knives, butchery equipment, because gotta make a living. And you go into this next room. We have some of the work lights on, so it's a lot darker usually. But this is his like office. Still find some dead body parts. His hat. We haven't done too much of a remodel with this Ripper room. We fixed some of the puzzles in here, kind of just to flow how we like them to. But I think in the future, this room is going to get a whole remodel, and I'll kind of show you guys along the process, because I think it's really cool to watch a room start this way and then become a whole brand new something. I'll kind of, when we do Jailbreak, I just got done remodeling that room. I'll show you some before photos of it, just so you can kind of see what it looks like, because it was a lot of work, and I got done like 3 days, but we'll get to that. But after you get out of his office, you're in the final room. The doors are locked down usually. The drill's not usually in here. What is that? Oh my gosh, look. No, guys, anyway, this room is really pretty. But this is your final room. In here is one of his victims, and you have to free her, find the body, and escape out this door. One of the little Easter eggs that they put in here that I thought was always cool was this Lizzie B, which is really fun. A little hatchet. And thought that Jack would like it. And just a little reference. But yeah, this whole room should be getting remodeled. That's why I'm starting here, because probably within the next year, this will not even look the same at all. So that was Ripper. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's usually some music in there, but I just have it off. Some of the rooms might have it, some might not. I just didn't go turn it on because sometimes YouTube gets weird. Who knows? But let's go into our next room, the one I just remodeled, Jailbreak. So we walk on in here, and we are into the gels. And this is your basic scenario of walking around the jail, trying to escape, before you are about to get electrocuted in the electric chair. So you and your groups get started each in a different jail cell, which is really fun. I really like. You get your little mirror over here, say hi to everyone, hello, and then just remodeled everything. I did a lot of this break work around here just because I was like, I want to feel really heavy, industrial in here. And then over here we have a little bit of our officers' table. We have a radio playing some old music, which just adds to that creepy, eerie jail music like sound. Then right over this way you can kind of see some of the things we made on here. Broken Hill Prison, that's where you're at. There's some of the rules. The annual policeman's ball, oh boy. More and more. And then we go into cell 1301. We're in cell block D, 13, 1, and 2. I thought they were just kind of fun. Made them spooky numbers. Oh my gosh. I know that radio host. Oh, he was talking. That was just me. Don't. I'll try and catch it quick enough, but I played the radio host in here. And then you have some gel choir, a toothbrush. Why is that in here? And why is it sharpened? I promise, guys, it's safe. It's just gel. Nothing bad could happen in here. And this is the other side. I'll give a little spoiler. You open up this pipe right here, and you try to move stuff back and forth between gel cells because you're locked in here. And it's kind of fun. It's a working mechanic, and my favorite is you can see like customers like shoving their face like, hey, just so they can talk, but just a little area of your face just in the pipe. People are so funny. I love watching customers. That's part of just the fun of the job, is you get to watch people, how they interact with each other. And I know a lot of people get really nervous about escape rooms, like, oh, locked up. But like it's super easy to ever get out. I know it's the idea, but like almost all our doors, if you need to leave, you just open them up and you walk out. So that's why there's always objectives, other stuff to kind of help you figure out what you're going through. It's not usually escaping, weirdly enough. I mean, in this scenario, it is escaping. You're escaping here. And talking about escaping, we just got to go through the picture and into the swampy, gross sewers, spoons to get you out, final door. This is where you do your final exit and try to escape. And so forth. That is our jailbreak room. I love it. I think it's so fun. It's so magical. And here's those before pictures, and you can kind of see what I mean by it got dirty, it got grimy in here, and I love it. So I think our next step we need to go to, we're gonna go haunting, and then we're gonna save Dead Man's Growl for last, because that one we did some pretty cool stuff with. So keep around. That room's pretty impressive. We're just gonna walk by, bathrooms, all that, the skulls, and then to the haunting. This is our haunting room, and this room is just about freeing the ghosts, spooky story, ghost investigators, go in the haunted manor, freedom, make it easy on yourself, and even ring a bell and go a little, my whole head's ringing. But let's go ahead and head in there, past the phone call face and into Moonrise Manor. And this room's one of our smaller rooms, so it's like only 2 to 6 players, but still that creepy atmosphere. When we first came in here, I have to tell the story. They had a grandfather clock. Now this grandfather clock, it was not this size. We just picked this one up, but it was this size of a grandfather clock, and we're like, well, that just doesn't feel right for a manor. So we just upgraded that and got a full-size one, which is very fun. Facebook Marketplace. You just never know what you're going to find. But over here you have kind of a working desk. This is one of the rooms that still needs to be remodeled just a little bit, just to make it feel more scary, more accurate. I kind of even thought about putting a wall right down the middle to make 2 different rooms to kind of give you that more exploring feeling. But these mysterious candles started lighting up one day, and now you have to figure out why they won't go out. But this is kind of a pretty chill room. This is why I was like, we'll show it off right now. So pretty standard ghost story. But let's head into Dead Man's Grotto. So over here we have Dead Man's Grotto. And of course we have to have a talking skull. So I'll kind of show you a little bit of him.
So you dare me into the Dead Man's Grotto, eh? Brave or foolish, the lot of you. Either way, the seas are already whispering your fate to me. I be Captain Bartholomew Blackbone, cursed guardian of this here grotto.
Pretty happy how this turned out. It's a little loud, but this is how you start the room. So cool. Talking schools. It feels like you're at Pirates of the Caribbean. A little inspired. Just a little inspired.
The blues while the tide takes you. Now get in there and find those 4 keys. The treasure awaits.
So that is our talking skull, Bartholomew, Captain Bartholomew, which is awesome. So pretty much your objective is to find the 4 cursed skulls of this cave and find out why the pirates are stuck here forever, and see if you might join them. So let's go ahead and head in there, and in we go. So this is your first caves. We really wanted this to feel like almost a Goonies inspired adventure / Pirates Caribbean / Indiana Jones. A little bit of everything. So you can see this is a little bit more what we've done. If you've seen our other rooms, it's kind of the same vibes. But look at this place. There is caves galore. You can even look up and see into the sky. So figure out a couple puzzles in here. Go past it. There's your little hints. There's some balls up there. And then into the next room we go. And this is, of course, more caves. But how can we not have the Goonies organ? So we pretty much recreated it in here. From scratch. Found an organ. Rebuilt it. And this is all sorts of puzzles within it. So, as you can see, yes, very Goonies inspired. I mean, how can you go wrong with a Goonies adventure? Just dark caves. Maybe a couple fans right now because it is the middle of summer and it's so hot that it just keeps warming up everywhere. Even the air conditioning is good in here, but it's still warm. But besides that, look at the little cave drift. You walk into our next room. And usually this has some mermaid siren music playing. It's very cool, lightning. But we have waterfalls. We built a waterfall with skeletons crawling out, flying over the blooms and whatnot. And of course, if you just look up, you have their mast and then their ship that's crashed in here. It's so cool. Drunken pirates falling over. Gold beyond riches, but that's not the gold we're looking for. But let's go into our pirate ship after a little explosion that will bring us in here. We go into our belly of the ship. You can hear it rocking back and forth. Some more puzzles, some people playing some Dead Man's Dice, and even over here you can see into the caves. And this part, I'm just real proud. My husband has been learning Unity and he's been designing all the backgrounds, and you can go see some more. And There's like a whole world out there on a video game that he's made these, and I think it's so cool. I think it's just so amazing. So I'm being a proud husband. That's a lot of work. I watched him do it, and it was a lot of work. Oh, this is one of my favorite details. So there's a little crab in that window. You'll kind of see him walk over here. Hello, Mr. Crab. Going. And of course, it looks a little bit better in real life, but yeah, he's picking at the skeleton right there, and then you'll see those like little red eyes back there. Ooh, it's luring him as a little Cthulhu statue. Oh no, what's he doing? Little crab, don't do it! Stop doing it, little crab! Oh my gosh, he's picking. Oh, he fell down, and then he's at a run back. It's just one of my favorite little details. See, storytelling out there is just part of the fun. And of course, more puzzles throughout the room. But we gotta go into the captain's quarters. And here we are. We made it into the captain's quarters, right where he would be holding on to his treasure until his last final days. So, more puzzles, and this is more of my husband's awesome work. He designed all these windows in here, and it's just so cool, and this makes it feel a lot bigger of a world. A little Easter egg over here is the idol from Indiana Jones, and it belongs in a museum. But it's kind of fun. You can see the barrels moving out there, and this is where you do your final objective. You get your 4 keys right here, put on, and of course it reveals the treasure. Now this is kind of up for interpretation, whatever you want it to, but this place is cursed. Why would you go into a cursed place? So even if you win, you are stuck here for the rest of the time. The pirates have chosen you fell for. They warned you, didn't they? They gave you a proper warning before you came in here. So now you're cursed to be stuck with this pirate crew for the rest of your life. And I like that part of it. I think it's kind of fun. If not, you see the pirates and they kind of start screaming and whatnot. Oh no, what has happened?
Your fate be sealed. From this moment on, you'll be settled with my crew, bound to these cursed waters for all eternity.
What?
So take your
We
place
lost?
forsaken, and
Oh,
welcome
no.
aboard the Dead Man's Grotto.
Oh no. And now it changes. And you see all the pirates came. That's me. That's my husband. And those are our friends Chris and Veronica. It's so cool. And Chris did all the special effects for these pirates. He's made all the masks. They're so cool. And the whole cave gets infected by the ghostly curse. So I'm pretty proud of that. I'm not this well the whole winning and everything, but the Lucian, I might show a little bit of that. That's pretty cool. I like it. So this is our quick little trip up here. If you're ever up in Logan, come play some of our rooms up here. They're really fun. I guess I'm doing a little promo right there, even though it has nothing to do with it. I just wanted to show off my cool escape rooms that I'm really proud of, and I never showed you guys. I always like to show what I'm doing with you guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for exploring my escape room with me and watching me kind of geek out about what I do, because it's really fun, and I'm very proud of the work I've done, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So we will see where we decide to roam in water next.